Hi, this is Joyce. I hope everyone's had a good New Year and a very Merry Christmas. I'm coming on with a memory journal. I haven't seen a lot of these on YouTube, but I do see December dailies where people will save things and put photos and write memories of their whole month of December. Well, this one's a little unique because it's kind of from my mom's passing last January till now. I've been saving things and going through boxes, and she was a keeper. She kept everything, especially cards. She mailed cards, she loved cards. And so this is kind of like I included my family Christmas and things that are from past Christmases. I want to add my pictures. I haven't done it yet, and I'll be writing in this journal. But I want to show you I've been saving things and just kind of going places. And actually, for a lot of years, it was hard because I was taking her everywhere, and now I have like this time. So I've been able to go places, and as I do, I just kind of just having some peace and sitting and having just a coffee, just going into a coffee shop on myself, just different things, and I'd keep the cup. So anyways, um, but here is like a place to tuck. There's a card here and there's one on the back. These are from her friends who also sent beautiful cards. And so there's one, it's just really cute. And then there's one on the back here, very fancy. My mom was fancy. She was fancy. And she would dress, I mean, literally as a child, that would be her, right? So this is from her friend. And then this I got from Christina. Thank you, Christina. This button on this poinsettia is really beautiful. It's real unique. She sent me some that are white as well, and I'm just using them on special things. This is from a box that I got a gift in at Christmas time. And this reminds me of what my mom would do to my hair. This would be like the back of my head, a ponytail, or I would have two of them in my pigtails. I like bulldog clips. This is a little bit older, and I'll show you later why I love those. I used a poinsettia theme because my mother is a poinsettia nut. She would try to raise them. She would try to get them to grow all year long, if at all possible. So I think I need to get my camera up a little higher there. Okay, so these are just some cards. My mom, like I said, loved cards. So these are some things that she had. And we had this butter, like at the holidays. And there's this really cute ribbon. We live in the woods, so did my mom in a way. And so there's a lot of trees and a lot of wildlife. So this is kind of what that means. I'm not going to go into how I made things, guys. It's just, this is memories. These are the wrapping papers that I used on the back of our Diet Coke from the holidays. My brother had sent this card to my mom way back, and my dad passed in 2020, so it's before that. My mom had an aunt who was around her age. It was my grandma's sister. Her name was Lillian, and my mom and her were like twins. So I'll be putting a photo here of them together. And then this I made last year. It's a napkin. Found this thrifting this year. Canna roll. This is from the candy canes that I bought, and I made little treat bags for the grandkids. Peppermints, a big thing in our family. My grandma loved them. And then this is just a card, but I like how Jesus said, "Be the light as I am the light." And then our favorite restaurant, we have a waitress who would, she always waits on us. And so she gave me these that another waitress made. Little bookmarks. Those are so sweet. And then there's just something I dyed. This is I don't want my address to show, but this came in the mail from my husband's secretary. That was real sweet. It has snowflake stamps. I love stamps. I used to collect them when I was little. These are from, I had a get together at my house just after Thanksgiving, and my daughter brought her girls from her salon, and my granddaughters came, and I showed them how to make journals. Well, I tried. and I think I need to have another time where I can help them more. But it's a lot, right? There's a lot to journaling and getting the book made, and a little bit of time. It takes a lot of time. So anyways, I gave them each one of these for their journal. Then this is from my cousins who lived in California at the time. It was for my parents. This is a place that I went to get my coffee. I got a latte. And the girl, she had a shirt on that said caffeine dealer. Can I tell you? Yes, she was, because I didn't sleep till the next day. I was up all night with that latte. This is from an Christmas address book that my mom had, but she only did A and B. She would stop, and she had so many boxes of cards and things. She'd stop in the middle, and then she couldn't find it for a year. So she only got to B. But I did find those pages. They're cute. This is from some pom-pom trim in this book. I just saved this. This is from the bottom of this cup, and I cut little fringy pieces around. This is just some tickets. That's that cup from that latte. Ooh. Some products my daughter has at her salon have this beautiful paper, and you'll see this through the journal. This is from tea that my grandson gave me, and it's good. This is from a candle that I won at one of my Christmas parties with my friends. We had pomegranates. This time of year, we can get pomegranates in these cups, and they're already, you know how much of a mess it is to clean out a pomegranate. Well, these are the kind of cups we buy. They're like $5 for a little cup, but my granddaughter likes them. So here's some hot chocolate packs from last year, and then this is just from that cup. I went to Starbucks to get gift cards for my stockings. This is from my mom's friend, and she always wrote in calligraphy. She was really sweet. My mom and her both took lessons from Doris Day's voice coach. And so I always was kind of close to her. I loved hearing the stories. My grandma ate these mints. They were called Starlight Mints. So I put stamped with sweetness. She was really sweet, my mom's mom. Okay, so then we had friends that dropped off some desserts from a restaurant. They dropped us a gift card too. And this was on the box, so I saved it. And then this wrapping papers from a restaurant here, and my friend took me the other day because we were walking, and she I forgot my wallet, and so she treated, so I gotta owe her one. This is just a note card. I just love when it snows. We've had great snow this year, but not on Christmas. It was actually warm. This is the other side of that card. My mom's clip, and the other side is red, so I thought that went well. This is from her mail, and this is from 1999. Like I said, she saved things. What's in here? This is from Lowe's, I guess. Frosty Pine. It's some paint. I need to put something on the back to write on. But today I just made this out of a muffin liner, and when this comes off, and I got to be careful of addresses, that says, "Have a holly jolly Christmas." And this would flip over, and I'm going to keep that covered with those tickets. There's Jesus and Mary. And then I always put hearts in my journal. So there's a heart, doily. And then my mom would always write down how much money she gave people. And so this is one of her last envelopes from the bank under this Rolodex card that I just covered in poinsettia napkin. I think we had these my mom liked to have little get-togethers at her condo, because even when she was in the nursing home, she had her condo still. This is from the bank. And my friend who treated me to the restaurant there, she had these napkins. So I covered this in coffee and glue mixed together. I love having the sound, but I made it a little too crunchy because it's too brittle. See, I don't mind tearing it. Boop. But it's kind of something to fuss with. I just like to play with it. I do have a whole bunch more, but I need to add a lot more glue to dilute it, I think. Okay, more poinsettia. Address page. Okay, so I used to make this cake. Anybody else? They're called poke cakes. My mom saved this. Couldn't believe it when I found it. I have to make that sometime. And then there's Let Heaven and Nature Sing. I love that. These are all going to be stamps from our mail. A lot of them from hers. I did get a coffee at Chick-fil-A the other day. I don't drink coffee that much. I'm a tea drinker, but I've tried. I think I'll just let that go over here. And this is from some candy I bought to make packages up for the kids. There was a play, and my granddaughter is Mary, and so I made her, and her brother's in the choir, so I made them up little treat bags. And there's some coffee dyed writing page. This is from some tree drape, you know, like icicles. It was gold, and they had some red, so I bought it just for the box, and I actually gave my friend the stuff the other day. Some washi tape. This was in my friend's car when we went for a walk, and I said, give me that, because nothing's $1, right? Dollar Tree no more. I wish I had something that said dollar, an actual Dollar Tree thing. This is from when I bought gift cards. I'll probably add some paper, make a little notepad in there. And then this is the other side. I use gesso on here, so it's a good writing surface, but it would have, that's the other side of that card. And then this is, my mom we had holiday open houses a couple years at her condo, and my brother's family came, and my family, but the problem with this is we didn't really use these. But anyways, it's not a problem. It's just a reminder, and I'll put a picture on the back. And this is an altered paper clip to hold it on. I love making those. I think they're the neatest thing. Okay, more wrapping paper collaged on there. Some stamping. More letters from their friends. And my granddaughter's name is Noelle. This is from my friend had a Christmas party for all of us the other day, and she gave us Bath and Body Works. At everybody's plate there was some soap, so I saved the ribbon. And then here is a card. This is from a treat bag that I received. Well, actually, what was in here? I can't remember, but anyways. And then here, there's some poinsettias. That's just off of a card. There's a beautiful tree in the woods. There's some more notes to my mom from her friends. A big doily. Didn't fit, but I was using the whole thing. This is our butcher shop and our grocery, and my grandma owned a grocery store, a smaller version. Lots of candy and chips and soft drinks for me when I grew up. I'm surprised I didn't lose my teeth, but I have braces. I guess that's what saved it. So, but I have a soft heart for that grocery store stuff. And yeah, her parents started it in 1915, so I think it was open until like the 90s. I love Joy in my journals. This is from First Watch. Whoop, First Watch. That restaurant I was telling you about. I guess I can say that. Oh no. And then here's from Chick-fil-A. Here's a little piece of scraps from things, and I just attached it on here. I don't know. At some point, I will probably finish this pocket. And then there's some little pom-poms. This is a little page I baked in the oven, but it's poinsettias. Isn't that cute? Little cookies. And where I went to get a gift card down in our little town here, where my son and his son get their hair done. The girl in there, her mom does these cards. They are beautiful. And then there's just a flip out. And there's another spot I could put something. And then over here is some mail that we had. And then there's just a little notepad that I made. And it has a tag on it. And then I took some glitter pens a long time ago, and I cut some vintage pictures out and I mounted them. I actually turned them into a journal later for a friend. I had cut them out of, I think it was, oh gosh, not Country Living, but one of those magazines. And so that's there. And there's a poinsettia tag. And then there's, I love the sound, poinsettia paper, just random paper. And red is always good for mounting pictures. This was in a Sunset magazine or Ideal. So I like that. And this year we had these in the closet, and my daughter-in-law needed something for teachers or some gift envelope for something. So I included that. This is off of junk mail. And I don't know, just sounded good, so I'm putting it in here. Use a little coffee on there. And this is from a book. It has some scriptures. For God said, let light shine out of darkness. I'm going to start over. For God who said, let light shine out of darkness, made his light shine in our hearts to give us the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ. 1 Corinthians 4:6. That's why I like that candle, wherever I can put some light. And this is the time of year where we can just do things for people and shine, you know, even if we just listen to somebody. Or I don't know, like at Christmas we had this party, we had to bring an appetizer, and I brought a couple things, and one was, my one friend loved my dad's spaghetti, which was my mom's cousin's recipe, and I haven't made that in years, and I thought she would really love that, so I made it. That's the kind of things we do when we want to, you know, be the light. There's some washi tape. Washi tape's always great to accent. It is beautiful. This is flocked, just like this poinsettia, and it'll actually come off. There's some more of those pomegranates. We had them a couple days in a row. Just some this is a bag that I received a gift in. And then I, during the shopping period of time, you know, when you're hot, you're just like overwhelmed, and it's like, oh my gosh, just running around. And I would grab a couple of those cheese bites at Starbucks, and then I'd run to Hobby Lobby. So this is one of the last times I bought fabric. I thought, you know, Joann's is gone. I wish I had a scrap from Joann's. Just to kind of, I spend a lot of time there getting stuff. There's some little red birds, and there's some pom-poms. This is a pocket. Now that one piece you saw that looked just like this, I didn't coffee dye. This one's coffee dyed. Okay, so now I gotta be careful on addresses. Oh, okay, I took this envelope, and there's a beautiful stamp. See it? And then on the back side, I did a little fun thing. I made a flip right here, and I ran a ribbon underneath. This had a circle cut out. This is from some packaging from some face cream that my daughter sells. And so I made it a flip. I like to stencil or have somewhere where I put joy, partly because it's my name, but joy is different than happiness. And so I want joy in my life. And then this is, I had a journal giveaway. I finally had 100 subscribers, and the person that won was in New Zealand, and this is from the paperwork that I use at the post office. I'm going to put that this journal belongs to me. The other side of this was real glossy, and I sanded it down to get a lot of the sheen off. So it's just a memory. Getting to 100 subscribers was not easy, because I hardly make journals, because I'm just so, like, it takes me so long. I don't know why, but it does. And so that's that. I can go back here. And then this is the back of the card. And I added, you know, the sticker off of me buying it. And I actually went onto her website, and I said, that's beautiful what you make. I think we should, you know, include our gratitude in the season towards people, you know, to hear a positive reinforcement of whatever their business is, or their talents, and they should be recognized. I like to also comment on everybody's videos that I watch and I enjoy for that reason, but I also really like them. Some old magazine page, some more of that grocery store. This was from some stickers or whatever, I don't remember, but I covered it with this piece of wrapping paper. Is Martha Stewart. My daughter-in-law gave me a gift with this, and I made a trip to TJ Maxx to get another one. I found a stripe. It looks just like ticking. It's red and white, so I'll be using that next year. But I took these ribbons, and I just inked the back. But anyways, that's why I have that in there. And this thing is from, what is this from? Oh, more of my mom's talking about a birthday party and the charming cake. And oh my gosh, it's just, I don't think I threw any away. I hope I didn't throw any away, but it's so hard to save, you guys, because you get overwhelmed, you know. These are just some beads I put on these big paper clips, and my mom liked beads. She liked necklaces. This was a song that the kids sang at that program. They love Lenore. The other kids would be in other plays and things, and I would always give them Lenore. So that's why you'll see Lenore. Here's some, just a tag. That's a poinsettia that I coffee dyed. This paper clip you see is because my mother loved music. She played piano. Her dad had a band, played the sax. We all played music. So it's technically, when you take it off, it's a clip. Okay, anyway, then this can come off. I'm going to attach it later. All right, we're going back. Here's a piece of the Lenore wrapper. Okay, I hope this isn't boring. This is from our friends that do our landscaping. This is just from coffee filter my husband uses. And I helped do a tea at a museum I volunteer at. And we did a couple, actually, it's a big deal. And it was like a fundraiser, but it was a lot of work, so we kind of quit doing them. But I scrapbooked both of those events, and they have them at the museum. And then this was just me doodling one day with an ink pen. And then this is my grandpa's bulldog clip. I have a couple that he had in his desk. And so, and my mom loved pink, so I just found this page and thought I'd put in a pink writing space. There's a little town of Bethlehem. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. It was from this pageant that they were in. And let's see. We have, this is from our restaurant we like. Weekends are for waffles. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. And then, I guess this, I forget what year is this from. My mom liked the special stamps. This was from 2024. And this is how much it would have cost for that tree drape stuff, that tinsel. There's the rest of my box. So, and there's another pretty stamp, and there's more poinsettias. That's my journal. So I hope you like it. I hope it wasn't too long. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Bye-bye.